All right, we're in the big time now, the World Circuit. I wonder who our first opponent is going to be. Piston Honda, the minor circuit champion? That's who we're starting with in the World Circuit? Well, this isn't a good look. Yes, Piston Honda is our first rematch bout. These fights are basically just the same fights, just a bit harder. Piston Honda is faster, harder to hit, and has some new moves. But he still has the instant knockout with the piston punch, which is also a knockout, not just a knockdown. However, it's a far tighter counter window than before. Mistakes are not an option in the world circuit. Our next opponent is Soda Popinski. Soda Popinski is Russian, and in fact, his name was originally Vodka Drunkinsky, but due to the controversy of having an adult beverage being featured in a kid's game, his name was changed to Soda Popinski. Oh, yeah, we can have every stereotype under the sun, no problem. But the Lord forbid we mention beer. Still didn't stop his in between round quotes from all being based on being absolutely hammered. Anyways, Soda Popinski is a formidable opponent. He has a lot of strong punches, and quite a few of them have no telegraphing whatsoever. He is very likely to knock you down several times, where he will sit there and laugh over you. The laugh might sound familiar to some of you, but we'll get to that in time. So, there's something I need to confess. I will admit that before writing this script, I had never beaten Punch Out before. This is the guy that I rarely get past while playing on my own, so please forgive me if I say anything wrong from here on out. I'm learning alongside you at this point, and of course, it had to happen during the School of Hard Knocks. So, by what I can read on the Punch Out Wiki, it's best to use the stick and move tactics, a term that I, as a lifelong nerd, do not recognize. But thanks to reductive reasoning, I think it has something to do with Teddy Roosevelt. Okay, just looked it up. Apparently, I'm off to a bad start because it has something to do with dodging and striking your opponent while their defenses are down. Isn't isn't that how you beat all boxers in this game? Anyways, Soda Popinski has an instant knockdown where you uppercut him after countering an uppercut of his. I'm not certain how to do that, so I fought him like a bloody coward in order to progress. Please don't hurt me. Oh, huh, he's not. Well, that's nice of him. Oh, jeez! I'm all right. I'll be fine. How long has Mario been the ref in this game? Anyways, I was able to beat Soda Popinski by the skin of my teeth. Jeez, the World Circuit is not messing around. I wonder who my next opponent will be. Bald Bull? I mean, I guess this makes sense. It makes sense that the champions that we beat would win another round against the Rising Star. Also, they're really giving it their all this time around. Bald Bull won't even go down this time around unless you uppercut him or counter his bull charge, which, of course, is much harder this time around. Either way, I was able to beat Bald Bull once again. So that's got to be the last of the rematches, right? I mean, we just beat the major circuit champion once again. It would be ridiculous if the next guy we fight would be the lowest ranked fighter of the major circuit, right? Buddy, do I have news for you? Our next match is a rematch with Don Flamenco. Whose idea was this? I mean, don't get me wrong, Don Flamenco seems to be taking this match seriously this time. And after knocking him down with a volley of infinite punches in our first match, I don't blame him for being a bit bitter. We can't infinite him this time around, so it looks like we're going to have to use skill. Skill and the guides written by people who have beaten this game thousands of times. Thanks, Internet. Couldn't have done it without you. Anyways, on to the next match. Our next bout is with Mr. Sandman, who is a fighter from Philadelphia. Mr. Sandman will live up to his name. He is guaranteed to put you to sleep. He hits very hard. Also, his attacks are very fast and can seem random at times. I'm not even certain I can describe the strategy I used to win. You're just going to have to trust me that it was a hard fought bout. I'm definitely not skipping this fight because I find him to be the least interesting fighter in the entire group. I promise. Anyways, now we have one last match, the champion of the world circuit, Super Macho Man. A literal celebrity from Hollywood, California. He begins the match by intimidating you with his pecs alone. You know, I bet you this guy would make a good wrestler. He's got crazy fast punches and uppercuts. He's so confident that he's going to win that he doesn't even bother looking at you with either of his eyes. His signature move is a crazy spinning punch, which is creatively called the Super Spin Punch. where he will spin anywhere between 3 to 11 times. How does he not get dizzy? Well, maybe he does, because once he's done with his super spin punch, he'll just sit there for a bit, giving you a prime opportunity to punish him. Through a long, hard fought match, eventually Super Macho Man fell, and we have become the World Circuit Champion. The goal that brought Mac and Doc Lewis together has been achieved, and we will go down in history for our monumental accomplishment. But we're not done yet. I lied earlier. We still have one match left, and this upcoming match is the most challenging one yet, with an opponent who will be the strongest opponent we've faced thus far.